G'day members, my name's Mitch Hughes and I'm the Senior Vice President for the Mining and Energy Union, Queensland District. Over the last 9 months, around 8 or 9 bargaining meetings, myself and your local bargaining BHPOS reps have met with BHPOS management to try and negotiate a new workplace agreement. Wanted to take this opportunity to let you know where we're at and have a discussion about what we want you to be involved in moving forward. And to do that, I think it's best if we take a step back and look at where we were at the start to where we are now and where we want to go. Early on in the bargaining process, we sent out a survey and got your feedback. 500 OS workers participated in the survey. And of those 500 workers, 76% said that they wanted a public holiday clause that recognised Christmas Day and Boxing Day as non-working days, and they wanted a clause that provides a payment if you did decide to work those days. We are only part way there on this one. Back in February 2021, BHP said that eligible employees will receive an ex gratia payment of $700 for working December 25 and December 26, and that was on top of their annual salary and any applicable allowances. Then BHP went on to say that the benefit in this policy offered by OS is its absolute discretion, and it does not in any way form part of an employee's contractual terms and conditions of employment with OS, so we still need to get that put into the agreement. As it stands now, they can take that payment away any time. 75% wanted workers' comp accident pay to be provided. Again, after much pressure being applied, BHP OS came out and said that they will put this into a policy. The problem with that, like all OS policies, is that they can be changed at any time, which is, again, another reason why it's best to get it put into your agreement. 71% wanted guaranteed wage increases. The bargaining process so far has pressured BHP to guarantee that your wages will always be 5% greater than the award, remembering that most of their employees are on so much more than this. As far as transparent annual increases, BHPOS continue to run the line of including specific annual wage increases within the agreement limits their flexibility and may put their competitiveness at risk, which of course, that's nonsense. It's much easier to tender and maintain costs if you know what they are. 67% wanted long service leave to be paid as if at work, not just the minimum, which OS are now considering. I think it's fair to say that with your help, we've made some good small steps. This has only been possible since we knocked off their dodgy agreements in the first place, but we still have a long way to go. Whenever the bargaining reps put forward a claim for the agreement, we're met with the standard BHPOS line that these claims, these proposals, are not in line with BHPOS's model of a simple safety net agreement. Given the recent announcements that there will no longer be any production workers for OS in Western Australia, South Australia or New South Wales, the position's laughable, it's unsustainable, and it's about time that BHPOS started taking the concerns of their workforce seriously. The next round of talks with BHPOS is in September, and at that meeting the union will be tabling a range of outstanding points, along with some other points such as wage rates and annual increases, classification structures, bonus payments and structures, process for introductions of new rosters, definition of employees' ordinary location of work, and providing rates for allowances, such as the accommodation allowance for local employees. The union and your bargaining reps will continue to take all steps available to reach agreement with BHP on a decent workplace agreement that recognises the effort that you put into the job. An agreement that reflects the terms and conditions that workers like you enjoy in the coal industry, and an agreement that reflects those that BHP have already agreed to at other BHP sites. I'm sitting here thinking that members will be happy to hear from the union with this update, happy to hear that the union and the reps, what we've done, what we will continue to do, but there's more to it than that. BHP are not going to budge while they think you're happy at work. They're hoping that you're thinking this is all too hard. What can I do? I'm only one person. They're hoping that you're happy just to have a job. So where to from here? The union will be running another detailed survey to gain your honest and considered feedback. We need to hear from you what those most important issues are and what you're prepared to be involved in to make BHP budge. If we are going to change BHP's attitude and make them budge at the bargaining table, then we need to do some things. We need to stick together. We need to look out for each other. We need to back each other at work, and we need to back your reps. Get on board with the union. Join now. We need to be able to interact with you, inform you of where we're at, make sure that you're able to keep us informed of how you're going, what's important to you, and be able to demonstrate to BHP that we're operating as one. These things don't happen unless you're a member. We need to convince them that their employees are genuinely unhappy with what they're proposing. We need to vote no to anything that they put out, which is the same or similar to what's already been thrown out by the Fair Work Commission. We need to be able to apply pressure at the negotiation table, and to do that you need to support your reps. Tell them your concerns. We need to be able to apply pressure on the job. Don't allow supervisors to pressure people. Don't allow them to undermine your reps. Don't do that extra bit for nothing. And we need you to become a lot more involved. Talk to your workmates, share information, bring other workers into the union and make us stronger. So to summarise, we need all OS workers to fill out that survey and provide the honest, considered feedback we need to progress this agreement. We need everyone to back each other at work. We want everyone to attend the meetings with the union, whether it's in the camp or whether it's in your crib rooms through our right of entries. If BHP OS throw anything out for a vote, vote no. And lastly, help the union by joining. Join for change.